Hey there, guys. What is going on? Sloppy here, screwing up how my mouse is. That was a weird way to phrase that. Anyway, welcome back to some more Creativerse in our lovely Creativerse world. And yeah, welcome back. I'm up here at our rooftop library to gather some stuff from our guy here. Gather some stuff, you know, some things, some bleeps, some bloops. Look at that. Almost all new ones. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anyway, welcome back to the channel if you guys are new. What's up? Subscribe and leave a like. If you're old, then just leave a like and stay subscribed. I don't know. You do you. Anyway, today I'm pretty excited. We are going to be hopefully crossing something off our to-do list. So if you guys missed last episode, I do just want to let you know that there is a poll somewhere in the Discord right now about our next community project, and I'm pretty excited about that. So go check that out. You know who I haven't spoken to in a while is Pierre, our lumberjack, who does not have anything for us. Oh, Pierre, we had such high hopes for you, me and your mother. I mean, what? No, don't worry about it. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. Last time we built this little teleporter area, and I've actually taken out all the upstairs teleporters. I sort of figured it's a lot visually right now, so let's just ease back a little bit. You know, if we need all of that, we'll put them there. But honestly, there's a bunch of stuff right now that we don't need here anyway. You know, like the underground city. We don't really need a teleporter to at the moment. So, yeah. Anywho, I also painted them, because I thought a little more subdued color just looks a little bit better. But anyway, as I say but anyway, for the 10th time, let's look at our to-do list board, which is a little bit tricky to see. Bedroom, mob spawner, liquid generators, finished treasure spawner. We only have one. Beep. Place for each villager, every recipe, and potion. So some of those are a little bit longer. Some of them, this one, we're going to be doing today, I think. Liquid generators. I would love a place in my base to have liquid generation. Liquid generators. And there happens to be a villager that lines up nicely with said requirement. And that is the potion maker. So the potion maker needs lots of natural components, mushrooms, flowers, plants, liquid, and the light of the moon really boost my output. That's an interesting thing. I sort of forgot about the light of the moon thing, so I think they need to be outside without obstruction above them. That's what I'm going to take that to mean, if I'm honest with you. And I was looking for a place to build this, and I thought a few different thoughts, actually, because sometimes I'm a think, you know? One of them is near this pond thing here. There's plenty of liquid, it's open air, and, you know, we could set them up a nice area. The only problem with that is there won't really, it's kind of awkward to have a liquid generator in this area. So, I don't know about that. The other one was over in this area, so we do want to have a pathway coming across from the exit to our sort of main storage area. It's going to come this direction, and we'll have a bunch of stuff over here. And then somewhere around this area, we'll also have a bridge connecting to that area. You know, it's all interconnected. It's all interconnected. And yeah, there's a bunch of pathways that are going to be in and around this area. I think I want to have a bridge somewhere along here that connects up with that side. And then also we have the bridge here. So like we can have a pathway zigzagging. And I feel like maybe I should put blocks. That would make more sense. I've been talking for quite a while now. But yeah, I think somewhere over here we might have our potion maker and his or hers area. Laboratory, I suppose? No, what is it? Apothecary? Perhaps is a word? Maybe apothecary. It's good as word as any. Good a word as any. Yeah, apothecary. Solid word. I'm going to put some thought into it. The other thing I want to do is, I think each episode I want to make a little bit of progress with our, what's the lowest area called? The corruption. The bottom of our treasure spawner. I'm going to stop talking now. Well, something. Something. I'm not sure what I want to do for lighting in this area. Right now, I've just been putting down torches. I feel like there's probably a more interesting thing I can do. And I probably will look into doing that. But I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that too much now. I've just been sort of laying out where lighting will probably be. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of pathway I want. I want something that looks sort of trodden. I don't want it to look super good or anything. That sounds weird, but like, I don't want it to be too clean, I guess. I want it to look very almost, well, natural is kind of a silly word, but almost natural. Anyway, I've got the bridge across. I was trying a little pathway. The underside of Detrius is dirt, more or less. And I don't love the dirt texture. I'm wondering if maybe like canyon stone or something could come into play. The other thing that I tried briefly is the underside of the savanna grass, whatever that's called. I can't remember right now. It didn't look very good either, to be honest. So I started mixing in some wood slab, some stone, and some adobe brick. And I think it's okay. I don't love it from up top, but when you're walking on it, I think it looks pretty good. I'm probably not going to do stumps like this. I actually quite like having fences around. I think the wood fence, it's a nice texture. If the stone fence looked like the photo, I'd be so into it, but it doesn't at all. Excuse me, I got the hiccups there. It doesn't at all look like the stone fence in the photo. And it's driven me crazy for so long because the stone fence in the little symbol photo is so freaking pretty. Like, look at that. It's like a little cobblestone. It's awesome. But yeah, I like having fences to kind of give a little bit more definition. And I think they also just kind of look pretty. Yeah. Anyway, I've laid down some adobe bricks. This is sort of the rough way I want the pathways to go. So yeah, one will come from over there. We've got the bridge going this way. We've got intersecting with this one, and then probably one that goes that way. And then, yeah, I don't want them to be perfectly straight, but I wanted to get a little bit of a semblance of how they will fit. We'll probably terraform quite a bit of this area. It's pretty like weirdly hilly and stuff, so we'll probably terraform a lot of it. I was thinking here would be a pretty good place to... Well, I'm torn. There's a few options, one of which is to have some of the different farms, like the cactus flower farm and the beeswax farm. I feel like this might be kind of a cool area to have some of that, and maybe even like a larger version of this farm if there's ever a material we want a lot of or something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Once we get the pathways in and sort of get the terraforming, maybe we want to put something else here, maybe some sort of structure. We'll probably put a little bit more tree coverage as well. This is kind of where I have to start laying down bigger plans because, you know, so far everything we've done, I've sort of known where I wanted it. I kind of wanted the garden area here. I knew this area I wanted to be machine testing. And then the library just fits so perfectly up there. So... yeah, I was actually thinking, this was kind of an idea I had first before I realized it would, I kind of want the liquid generators closer, but I thought it'd be kind of funny if I made a mirror one that kind of faced this one and made it the apothecary and made like a creepy building for him. Yeah, that was one idea, but I want the liquid generators closer, so maybe we'll do that eventually, but not today. I think, want to put the liquid generators in this area. You can see has some coverage. You can see sunlight coming through it. I don't want them too close because I'm not really sure how close villagers have to be to one another. So right here, somewhere around here, we'll have the structure. We can take away some of the leaves if we need more, but I think this should be good enough. And yeah, we got a lot of room to sort of play with here. So, that was a lot of information, some of the bigger plans of this area. I've got to start just, well, I don't even really have to start building paths. I have to start building whatever I'm going to build over here and go from there. So, the next big decision. I figured out where I want to build the apothecary. I'm still not quite sure that's the right word, but I'm too far deep into this episode to change that now. Anyway, I've figured out where I want to build it, and one of the big next steps is what I want to build it out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have sort of an upper floor that'll have the villager and everything in it, and then probably a lower floor that has the actual liquid generators. I don't need to use them often, and when you use them, I usually AFK at them for 15 minutes or so. So it's not, you know, the world's most necessary build to have them super accessible, so I'll probably put them underneath the actual build itself. But anyway, what do I want to build it out of? Well, I was looking through the block sets and trying to find one that best matched like a creepy potion maker. The obvious one is the haunted stuff. I mean, I'm sure I will put these cauldrons in here, and I'll probably use the creepy chests and maybe the haunted lamp. But I also... oh yeah, we're definitely going to have candles around too. We're definitely going to use the decorative blocks from the haunted, but I also just used some of the haunted blocks, and as much as I love them and they're gorgeous, I kind of want to do something different, you know? Our researcher's library, by the way, is what I'm talking about here. Next up was rustic. I do love the rustic blocks. I think we could make something kind of creepy, especially like the weathered wood wall and stuff. I think they look a little bit beaten up and stuff, and I feel like a potion maker living in the woods might be a little bit behind in home improvement renovation. Not to, you know, not to speak ill or stereotype all, you know, forest potion makers, but dilapidated comes to mind. The Mayan blocks are ones that I've never built with and would be kind of interesting just because it's like a little bit weird. I think it might be kind of fun to make the downstairs out of these. Like the top is kind of weird and creepy, and then when you actually go to where the liquids are, it's all like hieroglyphic and stuff. The other one is the mantle. Again, not really blocks I've ever used to build, but they're kind of weird. They're a little off-putting, and I think I kind of want to try building with them. But it might be kind of a weird mishmash of these four, and I don't know what that's going to look like. So we'll see. So I'm just going to put this guy down. I kind of want to remember what he, she, it requires. Potion maker. I need lots of natural components. Okay, so it almost like an outdoor area. Almost like an outdoor area with all sorts of like weirdness around it. That's interesting. That's interesting. We've got a lot of outdoor area here, so this might work fine. This will be an interesting build, I think. So I'm just going to get going here. So I'm glad I looked at the wiki first. I was curious about exactly what actually they call it the apothecary, the potion maker chip needs. So it needs at least 8 liquids of any sort, at least 8 mushrooms, and at least 8 flowers. So that's all very easy to do, except at least 8 mushrooms. Only natural ones seem to count, not ones grown from spores. So I was really hoping we could get away with just growing mushrooms on the ground and having spores. Apparently we can't get away with that, so we have to find an area in the same or neighboring chunk that has 8 mushrooms growing wild, and then we can't destroy those mushrooms. This might be interesting. Yeah, I mean, the rest of the stuff we can just place really close by, so this is interesting. Also, this is really good to note. If you have at least 16 blocks of bog water, you also get loot during the night. So that's really cool. So awesome. Really glad I looked at this first. Also, this is the Creativerse wiki. It's really great, not just for villagers, for like everything. Really, really, really great. So we just got really lucky. We just got really, really lucky. So actually, I placed the potion maker here. I actually found we have 10 mushrooms right here, not including the ones that are in the dirt. We actually just got so lucky. Yeah, the potion maker actually has everything she needs. I don't know if it's in the same claim, but it's in the bordering one if it's not. So we actually meet the mushroom requirement and the flower requirement because of all the trees and the liquid requirement. So we actually don't need to add anything else, as well as I guess the moon requirement. We actually don't need to add anything else over here. We will, of course, but wowzers. Wowzers, 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 we got lucky. The only other thing we really need to add to make sure she's working at full efficiency is the bog water. But other than that, this is actually perfect. Sure, let's make our potion maker a little home. A little home. She got purple eyes. Spooky. Well, I need a few death statues, and I don't know if I have any. I think I did this last episode, too, where I just opened chests, hoping to find one, and now I don't know. I think I can go slash... Yep. Yep. And I'll respawn. Boom. Alright, how many do I need? A few, I think. Is that a respawn timer? Is that what that is? No. Huh. Did it go through the floor? It did go through the floor. That's interesting. Let's put down the touchstone before I before I do that again. Alright, once more. And I'll do them all on camera, because I feel like somebody's getting a kick out of it. Yep. Alright, cool, that's plenty. And let's place down our touchstone. Wait, how did I respawn here when my touchstone hadn't been put back down? That's so weird. I don't know why I yelled that. That was really weird. Alright, I think I have everything I need. Time to go back over there. Also, I did get my first gifts from the villager. I don't know. Are they working for me? Are they just giving me presents? I don't know. Here's what I have so far. It doesn't look great. We're working on it. It's got a weird floor. But I thought these kinds of chests might look good. You know what? Let's put one maybe in this corner. I kind of want these two together. Anyway, I did get my first. I got some basic potions as well as some speed potions. So, hey, look at that. This guy might be super useful. If I come check on him enough... It looks like somebody forgot to Photoshop out the line. Yeah, if I come see him enough, I might not have to make another potion. That would be awesome. Anyway, I've got more work to do. I've got a bunch of blocks here I want to put in this place. So, without further ado, new fantasy request. Also, you can see I've been adding details and things. Having a good time with it. New fantasy request, though, of something that I would love to have. A lot of times when I'm building, you know, you run out of blocks and you have to go find it. I wish there was a way to sort of click on the block and it takes you right to, like, the crafting page for it. You know, maybe like a tab click or something. Yeah, that's something I'm hopeful for here. Anyway, I want to do something weird with these windows, so I'm doing obsidian fence and then like these weird things. Yeah. It's different. I don't I don't know. It's really weird. And then I have these tombstones and stuff, so I want to kind of do this area real creepy. And then this has to be open air, so I guess this is like almost done, more or less, because it has to be open air. So if I say open air one more time, will you believe me? I don't know. Yeah. Kind of got lucky. I was so close to an area that grew mushrooms. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I've got a bunch more done. I decided to finish the pathway up to here. We've got the candles looking spooky. And yeah, this is real creepy area. I went with fence gates. Yeah, I think I'm going to change it to doors. I think that would be a cooler vibe. Let's quickly check out what doors are available to us. Honestly, none of them. None of them I like love for this. Let's try the haunted doors. I was also thinking maybe the iron bar doors. Yeah, those are a little too bright, I think. What about the iron bars? Yeah, that's kind of creepy that you can still sort of see in. I also just put like a little graveyard. The graveyard of punctuation, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. But yeah, we've got this creepy area. She is producing potions. We've got a bunch. Ocean potion. No longer need to breathe. Wow, if I ever need to like really hunt fish. Like none of these I make consistently because I find them annoying to make. So this is actually really helpful. Yeah, what I'm gonna do probably is also put a teleporter down here. So we do have a downstairs where we're gonna put all of our liquid generators, and I'll probably put a teleporter so that we can quickly get back and forth if we really need to. Honestly, it's close enough that I almost don't feel the need to, but we'll see. Another thing, somebody brought this up in the comments a few episodes ago. Yes, somebody built really close to me. I think what I'm going to do is actually use a blueprint and close off this area. It's a really cool build, actually. I just, yeah, how close is her? Her. There's a chunk border really, really close. She claimed right here. Lady Allura. It's a really, really cool area, though. I will say it is really, really neat. You can see it's Infinity Corp. That's right. I live next to big tech. No big deal. It is a gorgeous area, though, and so I really like. I don't mind it being here at all. Yeah, I don't mind it being here at all, and we'll probably come check this out another day. I don't think it's quite finished yet. That's why I don't really want to give a tour without permission, but it is really cool. But I think what I might do is create like a fake sort of landscape blocking this. So we'll probably use a blueprint to make like a natural looking tree. We might actually, we can take a blueprint ourselves, and then we'll put trees across this empty area and sort of close off our area, probably along where these torches are. I saw somebody mentioning that. I just sort of wanted to tell you that was my plan. Eventually, I just, haven't done it yet, and then we'll have it sort of closed in. You might still see like it peeking out, but it'll be pretty much invisible for most of the base. I was just going to build up a little bit more before I do any of that, but that was the plan to close it off. Kind of the plan ever since I first moved here, actually. I just haven't really worked out my base much. But anyway, this is the potion maker. Actually, probably the easiest villager I've set up outside the gardener. As long as you're in if you're in an area with a bunch of trees, as long as the mushrooms are on the ground, you're pretty much set with her. She doesn't actually, the potion maker doesn't really need that much, which is, kind of interesting. I thought it would be more of a pain. The other ones have been kind of difficult. But yeah, I'm going to go grab some bog water to get her sort of everything she needs. And then, yeah, that's basically it for this project outside of adding the liquid generators, which is pretty cool. I thought this would be a longer episode, to record, because I figured, yeah. For anyone who's new to the server, well, this is our spawn now, but I also just wanted to tell you about the community resources for the millionth time in an episode. But there's actually a liquid and flower farm here, so I'm going to go there to actually get my bog water. But yeah, if you're on the server and you need sort of any community resources, in the teleporter hub is a bunch of really great ones. There's a community farm. Just remember to replant. There's all the blocks in the game at a certain point. You can farm all these animals. plenty and plenty of really good things, and this is what we need to make in the basement there. Yeah, so we need bog water. Bog. So this is what it looks like at night. I think it looks really good. I like how kind of creepy these candles are. This is kind of unlit. I did add in a bunch of bog water. I'm sleeping in the bracket. In the bracket, I did add a bunch of bog water. I decided to just put it on the outside, just add a little detail to the landscape, I suppose. I've been throwing in little details, some cobblestone, and you know, just some patches of the whatever leaking over, it looks like. So just sort of small details, and you can see the bog water up there. Very small details, but you know, they do a little something different. So yeah, that's this lady done. The apothecary. And yeah, we can't put a roof on it. It's creepy. It kind of feels appropriate, I think. We could probably do a little more detailing, but I actually kind of like it, and maybe we'll add a few. I'm going to do the liquid generators next time, just because I am kind of out of time to record today, even though this didn't take nearly as long. I thought this would be like a 2-episode project to get this set up, but yeah, this works, and it's pretty cool. I like that we have a little bit more concrete plan for the base and everything. I might work on the pathways between episodes. Yeah. I also got to work on the treasure spawner. Lots to do, you know? I make a lot of plans. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. Subscribe for more. All that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.